Good afternoon. My name is Shevtsova Tatiana Evgenievna. I work as a primary school teacher at General Education School number 12 in the city of Balashika, and I teach music to my students using the Soft Mozart system. And I would like to present to you my report on the topic of developing musical literacy and cognitive functions in younger school children through the use of the Soft Mozart system. The experience of a teacher, practice. Abstract. This article presents practical experience working with younger school children using the Soft Mozart system, a scientific music pedagogy technology developed by Elena Vladimirovna Hayner. It describes the impact of the system's visual interactive environment on the development of musical literacy, visual motor coordination, attention, cognitive functions, and the personal qualities of students. Observations are analyzed of children from 1st to 3rd grade who are learning music for the first time. The results of the practice confirm the effectiveness of step-by-step visualization of musical notation and interactive modules for developing stable note reading skills, hand coordination, and musical thinking. Object and subject of the research. The object is the process of teaching music to younger school-age children. The subject is the influence of the Soft Mozart system on the development of musical literacy, motor skills, attention, and cognitive abilities. Aims and objectives of the research. The aim is to determine the effectiveness of using the Soft Mozart system in teaching music to elementary school children. Objectives. First, to analyze the features of visual presentation of musical notation in the system. Second, to assess the progress in note reading and hand coordination. Third, to demonstrate the impact of interactive modules on attention, memory, and thinking. Fourth, to summarize pedagogical observations and results. Research materials. The materials consist of my pedagogical observations of students from 1st to 3rd grade who have been studying the Soft Mozart program for 2 years. Results of task completion, progress in note reading across different presentations, indicators of visual motor delay, behavioral and cognitive changes. Definition of terms. Soft Mozart is an interactive music learning system that includes visual adaptation of musical notation, gradual increase in complexity, and software modules for developing hearing, motor skills, and attention. Visual motor delay is the time interval between the visual perception of a musical symbol and the motor action, reflecting the level of development of note reading skills. Methodological basis and research methods. The methodological foundation is the concept of scientific music pedagogy by Elena Vladimirovna Hayner, principles of visual clarity, cognitive accessibility, and adaptive learning. The methods used include systematic observation, analysis of the dynamics of visual motor delay, comparison with traditional forms of instruction, and qualitative analysis of behavior and motivation. Main content of the research. First, visual adaptation of the musical text as the foundation of instruction. The Soft Mozart system offers an intuitive visualization of the musical staff. The inverted vertical format helps the child see a direct connection between the lines, spaces, and keys. This reduces cognitive load and eliminates the typical separation found in the traditional system, where keys and notes are separate. The transition from pictures to traditional notation happens gradually, allowing all children, including those who were previously afraid of notes, to confidently master musical text. Second, the development of note reading skills and hand coordination. During the lessons, confident note reading was observed across presentations of varying difficulty, from the first to the fifth presentation. The ability to play with both hands from the very first lessons, the elimination of fear of making mistakes, and improvement in finger motor skills and dexterity. The student learns to perceive a musical note as a precise instruction for action, which is impossible with traditional teaching methods where the visual connection is almost absent. Third, the development of attention, memory, and thinking. The system's interactive modules function as cognitive trainers. They train voluntary attention, develop visual and auditory memory, stimulate interhemispheric connections, and foster the skill of following the logic of musical notation. The development of these functions is confirmed by improved academic performance among students. Fourth, emotional and personal changes. I have observed the following results: increased self-confidence, greater independence in completing assignments, high academic motivation, reduced anxiety, and an interest in personal achievements thanks to visual digital results and visual motor delay. Examples from students show that music lessons become a source of success and emotional growth. Fifth, practical cases. Taisia, 7 years old, came in without any reading skills. After just a few lessons, she was able to successfully play simple melodies. After 2 years, she could read traditional sheet music and play confidently with both hands. Roman, 7 years old. He was hyperactive and had low concentration. For him, Soft Mozart became a structured game. He developed motivation and sustained attention, and the quality of his performance improved. A student from a music school, 10 years old, did not have sight reading skills despite being in training. Switching to Soft Mozart made it possible to develop this skill from scratch thanks to visualization. Conclusions. First, Soft Mozart is an effective tool for developing musical literacy in elementary school children. Second, the visual presentation of sheet music reduces cognitive load and speeds up learning. Third, interactive modules help develop attention, memory, motor skills, and musical thinking. Fourth, the system provides steady personal and emotional growth for students. And fifth, the teacher's experience and practice confirm the high adaptability of Soft Mozart and the confidence in its use for children of various skill levels. Thank you for your attention.